already know you. I'm not gonna beg you to listen to me. You ain't got to worry about me
Discretion is
wasting no
advised.
more time on you.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
You must listen. What I'm about to tell you will change the course of history.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm not draining myself. And that's what y'all ass don't get, cause
You're in the Matrix and you need to get out.
Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Matrix Study Hall. I'm waiting on you. Go ahead and get in here and make yourself comfortable. You know the rules. Like and subscribe. Take off those shoes. Get comfortable because you're in for an awakening. This article is from the Crime Section Express US, and it's regarding adult star accused of beheading child's father after having an affair with stepson. Yes, you did not hear me wrong. She had an affair with her own stepson. My goodness. And this article's been put together by Sarah Tulloch and Phelan Stempler. Las Vegas woman Devin Michaels was charged with the murder of the father of two of her children following an alleged affair with her own stepson. Jonathan Willett was found beheaded and chemically burned in his Las Vegas home. Prosecution claims that Willett's body was found defiled with bleach and ammonia at his residence. His head had never been recovered. Michaels and Willett, both 46, reportedly had a complicated relationship, sharing two young daughters and being on and off partners. Adding to the complexity, Michaels was reportedly secretly married to Willett's adult son, making her both Willett's partner and daughter-in-law. Michaels, a former adult film actress, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, oops, can't say certain words here, last fall as a part of a plea deal that included a 15-year prison sentence with the possibility of parole. However, during her sentence hearing in July, Michaels made a dramatic claim of innocence. This led prosecutors to proceed with a first-degree trial, which commenced this week. This is an image of Jonathan Willett, 46, who was decapitated and burned by his ex-girlfriend and mother of his children. In opening statements that lead prosecutors suggested that Michaels unalived Willett because she wanted to raise her children with his son, DeVere Willett, 29. Although Michaels and Jonathan Willett were never officially married, she reported have wed DeVere in 2021. She allegedly told police she married him so she could assist with her medical issue. Okay, go figure. At the time of Willett's demise, it was reported that the couple were considering reuniting for their children's sake. However, prosecutors argued that this wasn't what Michaels desired. And this is a picture of her, Devin Michaels. All right. It also says DeVere also underwent a lie detector test where she allegedly showed a significant physiological response when questioned about her involvement in Willett's unaliving. However, experts have cast doubt on the reliability of lie detector tests. Upon being asked about this reaction, Michaels allegedly confessed to hitting Willett on the back of his head with a wooden spoon on the night he died. She allegedly told investigators that her intention wasn't to unalive him, but only wanted to hurt him enough that he would have to go to the hospital because she wanted him out of the way so she could figure out what she could do with her children. Authorities suspect that Willett's decapitated head was thrown away in the garbage and later transported to a landfill. Prior to her sentencing scheduled for July, Michaels broke down in court, vehemently denying accusations against her. She said, "I know right now no one in the family feels I am innocent at any point, and I understand that, but I can actually prove my innocence. I actually can, and I am not going to stop fighting to prove my innocence. I was helping Jonathan. I can show that I was trying to help him. The trial is ongoing." So let's go to some of the comments, you all. This one's a doozy. Okay, Bobby Moffitt from Phoenix, Arizona said, "Beheaded someone and almost got a plea deal for 15 years. Possibility of parole? What a joke." Good thing she freaked so they can prosecute with the full extent of the law. I don't have to agree. From Davenport, Florida says, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm getting tired of these darn lawyers getting these people off with plea deals, especially when it comes to murder. There should be no plea deal, period. Basile Bogali from San Diego, California says, she's a woman. What do you expect? People need to expand, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's their little image. James Armstrong from Griffith, Indianapolis says, wait a minute, so she's murdered somebody, but not just killing them, but cuts their darn head off and then tries to deteriorate and get rid of the body and only gets 15 years. That's a heinous crime. Joshua U2 from Quantico, is that Maryland? Seriously, then on top of that, she foolishly doesn't take the amazingly lenient sentence and tries to prove her innocence and is only now charged with first degree. Scroll down some more. Gerald Lara from Laredo, Texas says, adult star of what? Jack Lyons movies. Oh, okay. Julian Baker, as a woman, I watch those films and she is good in them. She isn't guilty. What the? This person was from the Bronx. Oh my gosh. Sharice Ford says, you see there. Corn Harley laughs, as a woman, I watch those films and she is good in them. She isn't guilty. Paradigm Shift says, what the F did you think an adult star was starring Texas T? Oh my gosh. Jillian Baker says, girl, just because she is good in those films doesn't mean she is a good person. Also, Chad Beckwood says, she beheaded someone. First degree. That's a crime. Guilty. Alright, they're going on and on. Let's go back. Let's get out of that rabbit hole. No pun intended. Republican's Nightmare says, damn, why couldn't this have been the porn star got with what the? Paul Revere says, because only American loony leftists would get with other American loony leftists as crazy as her. Nick Murphy from McMillanville, Oregon says, why don't you get with her and find out? Southern Man from Columbia, is that Minneapolis, says, your ignorance is hilarious. Tony Turner from Middletown, New York says, she only wanted to hurt him enough to send him to the hospital, but she just chopped off his head accidentally and put it somewhere no one can find because she wasn't serious. Oh my gosh, look at this. Braveheart 70, Nicholson, Georgia. Whoa. Guess said this is not funny at all. Braveheart 70 says, go away. Q2 says, from Katy, Texas, says, should have just pled guilty. That's a sweet deal. 15 years for murder. Jerry K29 from Gladys, Virginia says, had to be in California, mentally unstable, ill, or way too many drugs. What did I just read? Jeff Day from Glade Park, Colorado says, I need to bleach my mind. None of your business from New York, New York says, that headline broke my brain. I thought she was having an affair with his own son. Well, duh, she was. This world has become a cesspool of evil from Corinth, Texas. Oside 5th Street, Oceanside, California says, you're forgetting about the son. He's one sick person for betraying his dad. Mary from New York, New York says, absolutely wicked. Sin is so ugly. guest says, yes, truth indeed. John Doe from Greensburg, PA. And we're going to end it with this one. She gave head, took head, hit head. What a head case. Oh my gosh. Well, I find this a bit not only sick but morbid, but I don't know. Maybe trauma that I've overcome made me hilarious, made me funny, but this is seriously not real. It's not a laughing matter, but heaven help her soul. She definitely must be housed with a lot of demons. Look, I just want to give a little bit of this insight into this. When whoever, God only knows why she got into this line of work. She may have been a tormented child, and unfortunately, this was just her trajectory that she, fell for in life. However, there has to be some type of demonic possession going on here. And this is why when people take SMEC's work as, oh, this is just an option to support yourself, you are opening yourself, making yourself available for so many demonic attachments. There is no coincidence that a lot of these people involved in SMEC's work, being basically soul harvesters, vampires. This is why these people end up in these situations, and this seems to be an uptick with this. I'm seeing a lot of cases regarding people being found, in a deep sleep. I'm trying to find a coded word, but yeah, people are either crashing completely out, turning people's TVs off, or they're doing very harmful things to themselves. This is definitely an example of demon possession through SMECs. It is an energy exchange. It's more than just your body. This is a very, very deadly game people are playing, and people need to wake up. This should never be an option of how you choose to live your life.